Oscar Isaac is such a huge actor right now. He's had many roles that people might not have known about. But over the past 10 years or so, we have seen him in even bigger and better films. He's become a huge actor and is basically a household name at this point. This means that he has become a very rich man. So, what does he do with all that money? Well, stay tuned to today's video, as we are going to discuss Oscar Isaac's rich lifestyle and how he spends his millions. First up, we have how much does Oscar Isaac earn and what is his net worth? We have seen Oscar Isaac grow into an even better actor and earn some really huge roles over the years. He's gone from a normal actor to being in Star Wars, and he's about to make his Marvel Cinematic Universe debut in Moon Knight, a show where he is the lead actor. Part of his main earnings comes from the movies he makes, of course. From what we know, he has earned lots of money from his bigger movies. Of course, these numbers we are about to discuss are all estimated and not confirmed by any one source. He's seemingly earned about $312,500 for his participation in the Star Wars The Force Awakens back in 2015. He also gains lots of money from television sponsorships and other endorsements. The main movies the actor has been in are as follows: Mojave, which earned him $217,391. Tiki Taki earned him $256,410. Gravity earned him $285,715. Star Wars The Force Awakens earned him $312,500. And finally, we have Show Me a Hero, which earned him about $416,667. Clearly, the actor earns a lot of money from his projects as he becomes a much more well-respected actor over the past few years. From what we can gather, the actor's net worth is around $8 million. He's one of the best actors right now and is clearly earning a fortune from doing so. Isaac is an actor that we will be seeing for years to come, and he isn't going to be slowing down anytime soon. And now we have, what does the actor own for his lifestyle to be rich? Though Oscar Isaac is clearly a well-off man, he doesn't really flaunt things like many others seem to do. We do know some of the major things that the actor owns, though. From what we know, Oscar Isaac owns an apartment in Williamsburg, Brooklyn in New York City. Unlike many other actors, he doesn't have a huge mansion out in Los Angeles. He opted for a very nice and elegant apartment in the biggest city in the United States. The main reason that he owns that apartment is because of its location. He clearly likes a simplified lifestyle, and he loves going for dinner in the area around his apartment. He often goes out for dinner with his friends in that area, so you might be able to spot him. Because the actor lives in New York, you might assume that he owns a really nice car to drive around in style. Clearly, we don't know what type of vehicle Oscar Isaac drives, or if he has one at all. Oscar is very private about his personal life, so we just don't know enough about him to talk about. His home is worth about $650,000. What do you think about Oscar Isaac's lifestyle and home? Let us know in the comments section down below. And now, on to some other Oscar Isaac news. Next up, we have Oscar Isaac's next role is just around the corner: Marvel's Moon Knight. In just a few months now, we will finally get to see Oscar Isaac's Marvel Cinematic Universe debut in his own series, Moon Knight. This character is brand new to the MCU and won't have appeared in any other live-action project before its release. The crazy thing about Moon Knight is that he is another character that the general audience won't know a thing about. The MCU fanbase can be split up into a few sections. We have the hardcore comic readers, the ones who know a decent amount from the comic books and YouTube videos, and the ones who are dedicated to the movies and not the comics, and then the average Joe who just goes to the cinema. Aside from the hardcore comic fans, Moon Knight isn't going to be a character that people will have seen or heard of. It's only been in the last year, leading up to the show's release, that more and more people have been learning about this new character to the MCU. So who and what is Moon Knight? Well, here we have the official synopsis from Marvel themselves. Moon Knight, aka Mark Spector, is a complex vigilante who suffers from dissociative identity disorder. The multiple identities who live inside him find themselves thrust into a deadly war of the gods against the backdrop of modern and ancient Egypt. Though the show is going to deviate from the original comic books, we can look to them to see exactly what the show might be about. The character itself has multiple personalities, and they all have different looks. It seems like the show is going to play with its audience and not really tell you what is going on. We're going to be confused, just as Mark Spector is during the series. Timeout.com stated that about the comic series, in the original Moon Knight comic book run by Marvel writer-artist duo Doug Moench and Don Perlin, Spector's dissociative identity disorder has him adopting personas that include a cab driver called Jake Lockley and a millionaire playboy called Stephen Grant. Think Fight Club or M. Night Shyamalan's Split. Khonshu also communicates with him via a psychic link and gets him to do things that don't always sit well with a supposed Marvel hero. For obvious reasons, the stacks of cash, the nocturnal vigilantism, the cool suit with personal branding on it, Spector has long been known as Marvel's Batman. This series is going to have lots going on, but don't feel like you need to research the character before going in. If the show doesn't do a good job at explaining the character to its new audience, then Marvel will have failed big time. Though the character is relatively unknown, if they mess this up, people aren't going to be happy about it. The fan base around Moon Knight is dedicated, so they need to get this right. Let us know down in the comments section below what you think about Moon Knight so far. Are you going to watch it on the launch? Or are you not really bothered about Oscar Isaac's new project? Let us know. Though it seems like we don't know much about some of the future Marvel Cinematic Universe shows, we can see the upcoming landscape that they are going to create. We are being introduced to new characters and mechanics for the universe to use and follow. Shows like Loki and WandaVision set up the main parts of the next phase of Marvel, which seems to be multiversal characters and alternative timelines. New parts of the MCU open up a lot of characters to appear and return. We already know the next few movies in Phase 4 will deal with the multiverse. Spider-Man No Way Home dealt with alternative Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will deal with a breaking multiverse. The idea of a multiverse changes the MCU in its entirety, as it means lots more characters can appear. We could see even more of our favorite Marvel characters in different scenarios, or even other versions of them. The trailer for Multiverse of Madness showed us our first look at an alternate Doctor Strange, Wanda Maximoff, and even the first MCU appearance of Professor X, played by Patrick Stewart. Oscar Isaac is easily one of the biggest actors right now, and for good reason. He just comes across as such a great and nice guy. People love him in his films and on the red carpet. He has many more projects on the horizon, including scenes from A Marriage with Jessica Chastain. Clearly, he has his work cut out for him over the next few months with press, and of course, filming things that we don't know about. If his new MCU series, Moon Knight, does well, we should be seeing him on the big screen soon enough. Marvel has a lot planned with these Disney Plus series, and we are about to see them finally interconnect. WandaVision's ending is about to intersect with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness in just a few months now. We are finally getting to a point where these series are being brought into the big screen. It would be amazing to see Isaac on the big screen in a few years as Moon Knight. Everyone would go wild, and it's amazing for marketing having all these huge actors all in one movie. What do you think? Let us know down below. And that's the end of today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comments section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye!